I am an emerging artist, so what I tell myself and what I struggle with sometimes is just finding time and making space to make art.
I would advise emerging artists to continue emerging.
I'm definitely still an emerging artist, and I hope that I continue to emerge for my whole career as an artist, my whole lifetime. I try not to listen to the voices, either in my head or outside voices that say that I can't do this. I try to prove them wrong.
Just keep doing it. Listen to your inner voice and don't listen to your friends.
Don't listen to people when they tell you you need something to fall back on. Because if you fall back on it, if you have something to fall back on, you will fall back on it.
It's a cliche, but be yourself. You are going to do the best job of being you and of saying what only you can say.
I think the best thing for someone who's just starting out on an arts career to do is to really define their own goals and not to think about your artistic career in terms of a career, but to think about it in terms of your own mission.
You know, developing your own style and really working at it and training yourself to do it rather than looking around to see what everyone else is doing is probably pretty important.
To stay true to yourself, to ask for the advice from other artists, and find a solid arts community where you can let your art thrive.
Hemingway said, just write one true sentence. You know, just paint one thing that you're proud of. Make one sculpture that, you know, represents your ideas.
Don't take no for an answer. I think that's the other thing too. You just keep on doing what you do and show where you shine, and then perhaps you'll be able to find ways of making that particular thing pay for you, because as long as you love it, you'll do it no matter what the cost of it is.
To be persistent, to stick with it until you kind of begin to find the thing that's really yours.
Just keep painting, drawing, dancing, creating. Just keep going.
Try not to give up the faith.
Never stop. Keep going, no matter what.
Well, don't expect it to be easy. It's definitely not easier in New York than anywhere else. I think in many ways it's harder because there's so many artists and so little funding that it's a constant struggle to just exist, much less be creative.
Think very seriously about what you're doing. If you can't think of anything else you'd rather do, then you're probably going down the right track.
Once heard a story that when Kenneth Branagh told his father that he was in love with the theater and that he was going to go into the theater, that his father's response was, "That's terrific, that's great, you know, you're going to go out there and you're going to fail, you're going to fall flat on your face, you're going to fail a number of times, but eventually you're going to find your place."
You do not expect overnight success.
Be prepared for a really long haul. Something Phoebe Neville, who was a well-known choreographer in the 50s, 60s, 70s, said to me, the view from the hills can be very satisfying. You don't have to be at the top of the mountain.
I feel that a young person or someone who's emerging from their cocoon should be very aware of themselves so they can discover what their true calling is or their true aspect of appreciation is. And they should nurture it and develop it and study it and study other things associated with it. If it's art, study all periods of art, especially the classics, and then get rid of everything else and work just on that. Become obsessed, that's the greatest way.
Eat up everything, soak up everything you can, all genres, all media. Don't be afraid of anything, even if you don't like it.
To listen mostly, that's the most important thing. Most musicians just listen to themselves. So if you listen to other musicians, that's the best education.
Especially in our time today, you should learn something about all kinds of things. I would say you should watch people, learn something about the sciences, about math, finance, learn something about the natural world, and study different cultures. It does nothing but feed the work that you do.
Well, I would say if you have the opportunity, definitely study as much as you can.
I would say be creative and be observant. Keep your eyes on what's going on around you. Find your own way to do things, but learn from the past as well.
You know, Hemingway wrote every day from 9 to 3, like it was a job. I try to do something of photographic nature every day.
Find a way to create your own world instead of always relying on someone or some entity to define your work or the worth of it.
To be aware that there's more aspects of art than just the production of the piece. You have to be willing to get involved in the economic aspect of art.
Don't sit around waiting for someone to give you an opportunity. Cultivate an entrepreneurial spirit. Get out there and do it yourself.
Honor your worth as an artist. You are worthy of what you do. You are worthy of your creativity. This society will not always feed you, but if you even have a glimmer of that, then honor that and go with it. And find a community that will support you, because you need way more help than you think you do.
Value yourself. Work hard, be true to your art, and don't sell yourself short.
Believe and you can achieve. Don't let no one deter you from what your dream is. Because see, sometimes other people can't see your dream until you show it to them.